Most people ignore pennies, but that's exactly why some of them are worth a fortune. One of the most valuable pennies in the world exists because of a rare mistake that was never supposed to leave the mint. Only a handful survived, and when one shows up, collectors fight over it for six-figure prices. Another penny looks normal until you notice the design isn't quite right. The letters appear distorted and doubled, and that tiny flaw turns an ordinary coin into something worth more than a brand new car. The third penny became valuable simply because almost none survived. Time, circulation, and melting wiped most of them out, and today even one example can bring life-changing money. These pennies are still hiding in pocket change, old jars, and forgotten collections. Never spend a penny without checking it first. The smallest coin you own could completely change your life. Coin number one stopped everything now, because the 1944 wheat penny is more than just a coin. It's a ticking treasure chest hiding in plain sight. While millions circulated, a tiny number of these pennies carry errors so rare that collectors would pay tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars for just one example. And today, we're uncovering every single error type that makes this penny worth a small fortune. Most people assume all pennies from 1944 are ordinary. They're wrong. Some of these coins were struck on the wrong metal, creating an error so shocking that when one appears at auction, it destroys records and sends collectors into a frenzy. These misstruck pennies are among the most sought after in the world, and people still check jars, rolls, and pocket change every day hoping to find one. Then there's a double die error, a rare mistake where the design, letters, or numbers are duplicated, doubled, or overlapping. This type of error is instantly recognizable. It triggers aggressive bidding wars whenever it surfaces. Even pennies with minor doubling can fetch high five-figure sums in auctions, making every 1944 penny worth inspecting with a magnifying glass. Another major category is the off-center strike. These pennies were not aligned correctly in the press, leaving part of the design missing or misaligned. While some off-center coins are small anomalies, the more dramatic the error, the more collectors are willing to pay, sometimes life-changing money for a single coin. Every off-center strike has a potential to shock the market. Clipped planchets are another extreme rarity. These occur when a penny is cut improperly before being struck, creating a coin with a noticeable missing section. These pennies are instantly recognizable to experienced collectors and have a long history of selling for huge amounts at auction, often exceeding $50,000 depending on severity. One of the most jaw-dropping errors comes from wrong metal strikes. Some 1944 pennies were accidentally struck on leftover planchets meant for other years or compositions. These coins are incredibly rare, and when authenticated, they can destroy auction expectations, sometimes fetching over $100,000. The thrill of finding one is why collectors remain obsessed with searching through bulk rolls, old collections, and forgotten coin jars. Weak strikes are another type of error that might seem minor, but can make a coin highly valuable. These pennies were struck with insufficient pressure, leaving faint letters or design details. While not always worth massive sums, some weak strikes combined with other errors become collector gold, and even subtle variations can lead to five-figure auction results. Die cracks and die breaks are another collector favorite. These are small imperfections on the die itself, causing raised lines or unusual marks on the penny. Die cracks can turn an otherwise common 1944 penny into a rare collectible. In some cases, these coins have sold for over $20,000 simply because the die crack is significant and visually striking. Mint marks also play a role in errors. Some pennies from 1944 have double mint marks, misplaced mint marks, or other anomalies that instantly increase value. The smaller the mint or rarer the error, the more collectors compete, and this often leads to record-breaking sales at auctions. Every one of these errors makes the 1944 wheat penny a coin you cannot ignore. From double dies to off-center strikes, clipped planchets, wrong metal strikes, weak strikes, die cracks, and mint mark anomalies, each variation can completely change the coin's value. Collectors are watching, searching, and bidding aggressively every single day. The 1944 wheat penny is a coin that proves one small mistake can create massive wealth. These pennies are hidden in circulation, tucked in old collections, or sitting forgotten in coin jars. And any one of them could be the coin that breaks auction records, sparks bidding wars, and lands a collector a life-changing payday. If you want to make sure you're not missing out, check every single 1944 penny you come across. Look for misaligned designs, doubled letters, missing sections, weak strikes, unusual marks, or strange metals. These are the coins that turn ordinary collections into million-dollar treasures. Auction results over the years confirm that collectors will pay huge sums for the right errors. Some pennies sell quietly for tens of thousands, while dramatic mistakes can explode into six-figure prices in just one sale. These coins have consistently proven that errors aren't just mistakes, they're opportunities. The 1944 wheat penny isn't just a coin, it's a collector's obsession. Every detail matters, every variation counts, and every discovery has a potential to shock the market. From the casual hobbyist to the serious auction bidder, collectors are willing to fight hard to secure these rare errors. Even today, you never know where a valuable 1944 penny might show up. One coin could be hiding in a roll you just bought, an old jar, or a forgotten collection. And when the right error surfaces, it can instantly create headlines, break records, and make someone a fortune overnight. Collectors, investors, and enthusiasts all understand the truth. The 1944 wheat penny is a coin full of surprises. Its errors are legendary. Its scarcity is undeniable, and the potential value of the right coin is massive. If you find one of these pennies with an error, you're not just holding history. You're holding something that could completely change your life. So the next time you come across a 1944 wheat penny, inspect it closely. Look for doubling, misalignment, clipped edges, die cracks, weak strikes, and unusual metals. Each variation could be worth far more than you imagine. In the world of penny collecting, errors are king, and the 1944 wheat penny proves that one small coin can make an enormous difference. Collectors are constantly hunting, auction houses are constantly paying, and the market continues to grow. The 1944 wheat penny isn't just a coin you can overlook. It's a hidden treasure, a life-changing collectible, and one of the most exciting coins to ever hit the U.S. Mint. Remember, every missed strike, every flaw, every unexpected anomaly has the power to explode in value at auction. That's why the 1944 wheat penny remains one of the most highly sought-after, aggressively collected, and extremely valuable coins in United States history. Coin number 2, the 1948 wheat penny, might look ordinary at first glance, but hidden within circulation are errors so rare and valuable they can make collectors pay tens of thousands of dollars, even hundreds of thousands in extreme cases. Today, we're diving deep into the hidden errors of the 1948 wheat penny, the kind of coins that destroy auction records and create bidding wars. Most people assume pennies from this era are worthless. They're wrong. Some 1948 pennies were struck on wrong planchets, off-center clipped, or doubled in ways that were never intended. And when these errors surface at auction, they shock the market and make headlines, selling for life-changing money. Let's start with the most dramatic, wrong metal strikes. A small number of 1948 pennies were accidentally struck on planchets intended for other compositions. These coins are extremely rare, and every authenticated example is a collector's dream. When one appears at auction, it destroys expected values and triggers a frenzy that keeps serious buyers on edge. Next, the double die errors. This is where the letters, numbers, or design elements appear doubled or overlapping, creating a striking visual error. These errors aren't minor mistakes. They are auction magnets. Some of the most sought-after 1948 wheat pennies are double dies, and collectors pay high five-figure sums just to secure one. Even worn examples with noticeable doubling can explode in value when sold to the right bidder. Then there's the off-center strike, where the coin is misaligned in the press. Some off-center errors are subtle, but the more dramatic the misalignment, the more the coin is worth. Extreme off-center strikes can sell for well over $50,000. Collectors love these pennies because every off-center strike is unique and impossible to replicate, making them a true treasure. Clipped planchets are another extreme rarity. These occur when the penny was cut improperly before striking, creating a coin with a noticeable missing edge. The rarer the clip, the higher the value. Some examples have shocked the market with six-figure auction prices. Every clip is slightly different, making each one a one-of-a-kind collectible. Weak strikes are another type of error that may look small, but can dramatically increase value. These pennies were struck with insufficient pressure, leaving faint or missing details on design. When combined with other errors, weak strikes can make a 1948 penny a must-have for serious collectors, sometimes fetching life-changing sums at auction. Die cracks and die breaks are equally important. Raised lines or unusual marks caused by flaws in a die can turn an ordinary penny into an instant collectible. Some 1948 pennies with major die cracks have sold for tens of thousands of dollars, proving that even small imperfections can create enormous value. Mint mark anomalies also drive collector demand. Misplaced mint marks, double mint marks, or unusual impressions make pennies immediately auction-worthy. The rarer the mint error, the more aggressive the bidding, often shattering expected values. The key takeaway is this. Every 1948 wheat penny has the potential to be valuable, but errors are where the real money is. From off-center strikes to double dies, clip planchets, weak strikes, die cracks, and mint mark anomalies, these coins are the holy grail for collectors. Collectors are constantly hunting. They're checking coin rolls, inherited collections, and even loose change in pockets and jars. Because the right 1948 era penny can completely explode in value at auction, every detail matters. Lettering, wheat stock definition, surface condition, and overall eye appeal. A single mistake, a single variation, can turn a simple penny into life-changing money. Auction results over the years confirm the insane value of these errors. Serious collectors, investors, and enthusiasts are willing to pay huge sums for 1948 pennies that show any unusual characteristic. Some coins quietly sell for tens of thousands, while dramatic mistakes can rocket into six-figure territory. The market never stops watching. Even today, the 1948 wheat penny remains a collector obsession. Every flaw, every anomaly, every tiny error is aggressively hunted. If you ever find a 1948 penny with an error, whether it's off-center, clipped, weakly struck, or doubled, you could be holding a coin that destroys auction expectations and makes headlines worldwide. The 1948 wheat penny proves that errors are everything in coin collecting. Ordinary coins are overlooked, but a single misstrike can make one penny more valuable than thousands of ordinary pennies combined. Every coin is a potential treasure waiting to be discovered. So, if you come across a 1948 wheat penny, inspect it carefully. Look for misaligned designs, doubled letters, clipped edges, weak strikes, die cracks, or unusual metal. Each variation has a potential to turn a small, forgotten coin into a life-changing collectible. Collector, investors, and auction houses know the truth. The 1948 wheat penny is a coin full of surprises. Its errors are legendary, its rarity undeniable, and its potential value enormous. In the world of penny collecting, errors are king, and the 1948 wheat penny proves that one small mistake can make an enormous difference. Coin number 3, and we will explore the 2009. The Lincoln penny might look like an ordinary coin, but what most people don't know is that some of these pennies are worth tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And the shocking part? These rare coins are still hiding in circulation, old coin rolls and forgotten collections waiting to be discovered. In 2009, the U.S. Mint struck special Lincoln pennies as part of the Lincoln Bicentennial Series, celebrating 200 years since Abraham Lincoln's birth. Millions were minted, but only a tiny fraction carry errors that collectors are desperate to own. These errors can completely destroy auction expectations, turning a 1-cent coin into life-changing money. One of the most dramatic errors is the double die. On these pennies, the letters or numbers are visibly doubled, creating a striking visual mistake. Even coins with minor doubling can fetch high five-figure sums, while extreme examples have sold for well over $100,000. These are the coins that collectors hunt for obsessively. Every roll and jar is a potential jackpot. Next, we have the off-center strike. Some 2009, D pennies were struck crooked in the press, leaving the design partially missing. The more extreme the misalignment, the more valuable the coin. Serious collectors pay tens of thousands of dollars for dramatic off-center strikes, and auction results prove these coins consistently break records. Another rare variation is the repunch mint mark, where the D was stamped more than once by accident. These errors are subtle but highly desirable, instantly adding value. The rarer and more visible the repunch, the more competitive the bidding becomes, sometimes shattering market expectations. Planchet errors are equally exciting. Some pennies were struck on improper or defective metal, creating unusual surface textures or clipped edges. These coins are extremely rare, and every example is unique. Clipped planchets, lamination errors, or unusual metals turn ordinary pennies into collector gold, often fetching life-changing sums at auction. Weak strikes are another error type that may look small, but can dramatically increase value. When a coin is struck with insufficient pressure, letters or design details appear faint or incomplete. Even minor weak strikes combined with other errors can push the value into five-figure territory. Die cracks and die breaks also create incredible value. These raised lines or unusual marks caused by flaws in the minting die turn ordinary coins into instant collectibles. Some 2009 D pennies with major die cracks have sold for tens of thousands, proving that even small imperfections can generate massive collector interest. Mint location also matters. The Denver Mint produced a 2009 D penny, but some errors are rarer than others. Coins with strong doubling off-center strikes or repunch mint marks from this mint are highly sought after, and auctions show that buyers are willing to pay extraordinary amounts to secure them. Condition is critical. Coins that are circulated, scratched, or cleaned aggressively have much lower value. Uncirculated 2009 D pennies with sharp detail, original luster, and perfect surfaces are always the most valuable. Serious collectors study each coin under magnification, searching for subtle errors and variations that can completely change a coin's market value. Auction houses have proven the insane value of these errors. Rare double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or repunched mint marks regularly fetch tens of thousands of dollars, while dramatic examples have reached hundreds of thousands. Serious collectors and investors monitor these coins constantly, knowing that a single discovery can completely explode in the market. The 2009 D. Lincoln penny isn't just valuable because of errors. It's part of the Lincoln Bicentennial series, which commemorates one of America's most iconic presidents. That historical significance adds another layer of desirability. Collectors don't just want a penny. They want a piece of history combined with rarity. Even today, many of these error pennies are still being discovered. Minor doubling, weak strikes, subtle off-center misalignments, and mint mark anomalies can all hide in plain sight. One single penny could completely change a collector's life, and that's why every 2009 D. Lincoln penny should be examined carefully before being spent or discarded. Collectors, investors, and auction houses all recognize the 2009 D. Lincoln penny as a coin worth attention. Errors are everything in coin collecting, and the 2009 D. penny proves that even modern coins can be extremely collectible. Every tiny flaw, misstrike, or unusual characteristic could result in life-changing money. The 2009 D. Lincoln penny is proof that one small mistake can make an ordinary coin extraordinary. From double dies to off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, clipped planchets, and weak strikes, every variation carries potential record-breaking value. Collectors search obsessively because opportunity can appear in the most unexpected places. Old rolls, jars, and pockets could hide a coin worth more than your car. Even ordinary 2009 D pennies in circulation have value to collectors, especially if they exhibit unique errors or exceptional condition. Every error is unique, and no two coins are exactly alike, which is why collectors fight over these pennies in auctions and marketplaces. The excitement isn't just in owning a penny. It's in finding a coin that can dominate the market and break records. If you find a 2009 D. Lincoln penny with a major error, you could be holding a coin that completely changes its collector's market. From small doubling to dramatic off-center strikes or planchet mistakes, these pennies can explode in value overnight. Auctions, online marketplaces, and collectors all compete aggressively for these coins. The 2009 D. Lincoln penny shows that even modern coins can be hidden treasures. Errors aren't mistakes, they're opportunities, and each penny can hold life-changing potential. Don't spend or ignore your pennies. Carefully inspect each one, because the next 2009 D. Lincoln penny you hold could be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Collectors know this, investors know this, and the U.S. Mint accidentally created coins that continue to shock the market. The 2009 D. Lincoln penny proves that every coin has potential, and errors are king in the world of coin collecting.